You know, this is why we love Thailand. There are so many cool places and islands in here. Good morning. It is the 21st of December. It's around 8:30 in the morning and I'm here on Khlong Dao Beach, and Khlong Dao is part of Koh Lanta Island. It's actually the most northern beach on the island, and today I'm gonna take you along on the biggest island of the Krabi province. We are here halfway south in Thailand. This is Khlong Dao Beach. Khlong Dao is around 3 kilometers long, and with that it is the second largest beach on the island. You have Long Beach, which is a little bit longer. Locations. Koh Lanta is around 25 kilometers long. It's about 6 kilometers wide, and all the beaches are here on the west coast, which means that every beach has sunset. And for whatever reason in Thailand, most of the islands have the beaches on the west and the rough side on the east, and the same with Koh Lanta. And we are starting here from the Chak resort where we are staying on Koh Lanta. Let's head towards the motorcycle and let me show you the island. Here we have a nice map of Koh Lanta, so I can show you exactly what we're gonna do. So we are staying here at the Khlong Dao. We're gonna go all the way south to the lighthouse. Here we're also gonna see the waterfalls, and then we're gonna follow up north, getting all the beaches. And here we are going to the mangrove forest, explore the island, and all the way down south here on the east coast we're gonna meet with Coke Smith and see his scale model of Bangkok. So I just mentioned that Khlong Dao Beach is the most northern beach of Koh Lanta, but that is the most northern beach on the west side. And here we are at Kwang, but this is only with low tide that you can walk here. So when it's high tide, there is a small little beach over there, but this is not really suitable for hotels. This is how you see it in many of the Thai islands. There are beautiful areas that are not developed yet. So this is our ride for today, and I always try to get a bigger motorcycle, especially when you do a long trip. We're gonna head south. It's gonna take about a half an hour to get to the southern point, so let's go. So we are starting here at the most southern beach of Koh Lanta Island. This is the beach of the lighthouse and part of the national park. And there are no resorts here. This is just pure nature. So before we go and check out all the beaches on the island, let me go and climb to the lighthouse and show you the viewpoint from there. So of course the whole point of a lighthouse like this is that you have views in all directions, and of course here on this rock it's the perfect location. So if you look down there, you see a couple of islands. These are the islands of Koh Nai, Koh Kradan and Koh Muk. And if you go all the way down south, you get to Koh Lipe. I made some really beautiful videos there last year. I went there with my brother. I will leave a link in the description. So we just started driving up north along the coast from the lighthouse, and before you get to the main beaches you have a couple of these small coves. A few cows are grazing. But these beaches are actually pretty nice as well, so if you bring your towels with you, you can still enjoy nice and peaceful beach down here. Nice. Okay, so let's head up north. Let's go and explore the beaches, and we're also gonna go and explore one of the waterfalls here. Chak waterfall and cave, so you have to be careful for the local wildlife. So we're on our way to the waterfall now, and if you have your ticket from the lighthouse you can also use that here. So the entrance fee for the nature reserve is 200 baht, and that can be used here at the waterfalls as well. I remember we've been here many years ago, and there's a little stream that you have to walk through, and then you get to the waterfalls, and there's also a bat cave. So let's go and explore. So when you come here you can use the ticket that you also used to go to the lighthouse, and even if you don't have the ticket you can show if you made a picture there from today, then they will let you in here as well. Khop khun mak krap, thank you. Yeah, so up ahead you will get to the little stream. So if you come here you have to be prepared that your shoes might get wet, but this is really the feeling that you're in the jungle. I remember the first time that we came here, I really enjoyed it. So there are plenty of monkeys in here in the forest as well. And I think there's a group of monkeys fighting ahead. You can hear them making the noise. So I just got myself a stick, because the thing that I learned with monkeys, I mean not to use it to hit it, but the stick is scaring monkeys off a little bit. So we made it to the waterfall, and it's about a half an hour hike. It's a small waterfall. You know, if you want to see the big waterfall you have to come in the rainy season, but during the rainy season I think that walk is not going to be very easy, because there's going to be a lot more water in the river here. Besides the waterfall there's also a bat cave, and don't worry, Batman doesn't live here. If you're here anyway, then go and make a stop in here as well. The next beach that we have here is Khlong Chak Beach. The bird is trying to get away. Even though there are not many resorts in here, I can recommend, if you rent a motorcycle like we did now, you can just ride along and pick any of these beaches and go for a nice swim. You know, this is why we love Thailand. There are so many cool places and islands in here. We are here at the Town Lanta resort, and this is on the Kantiang Bay. It's a beautiful bay here in the southern part of Koh Lanta. This beach is called Romai Beach, and this is a small one, and I can see that this is a perfect one if you want to have a picnic. There are a few rocks in front of the sand, so this is not a perfect beach for swimming. But still beautiful. Here from the Diamond Cliff Resort you have a very nice view of Nui Beach, and this is one of the hidden beaches of Koh Lanta. You really need to go down there, and as you can see there's not many people. We are here at the Cliff Lanta Suite, and from here you have a nice view of the Khlong Nin Beach. And we are a little bit too early now, but we'll come back later in the day for a coffee here. Absolutely amazing views. Khlong Nin Beach is exactly halfway on the island. And if you come here in the evening, you have a lot of little bars and restaurants, a good atmosphere. The best time to see the beaches is actually in the morning. We are still in the early morning here. You have this nice shine. So if you're on holiday in Thailand, you always have to go to a cooking school, and if you come to Koh Lanta, you come to Cooking with Mon, and of course you can stay in the Green Pepper guest house. And this is near the Long Beach, and this is a whole happening, but you have to book on time because it's always full. A lot of people come here to do their cooking classes. So here's the boss. Hello, Kun Mon. How is this cooking school called?
Cooking with Mon. Yeah. Cooking with Mon and Leo.
And Leo. And Mr. Chan. See you later. Eh?
See you later.
So here you have the whole cooking class. They are preparing the second meal now. Hello.
Hello.
So the actual reason why we are here is because I saw a video online of Mon cooking with the kids, and it was a behind the scenes video, and it's absolutely hilarious, and I can recommend you to go and have a look at it. And I think it's one of the funniest videos ever made by YouTubers in Thailand. So here you have the garden area, and they used the coconuts here to make a raised bed, and this is to grow all the vegetables and all the ingredients better. So here, for example, you have the chili, you have the green mango, and these ingredients are used during the cooking class as well. The holy basil, and then here you have the guest house. The name of the guest house is Green Pepper, and I will show you later why it's called Green Pepper. But let's say hi to Mayan first. Hello. Welcome. Mayan, how are you?
Welcome to Green Pepper.
Yes, so Green Pepper, how long have you guys been here?
We take over this existing place in 2018.
Okay.
And then we make it our own.
Wow. And how long have you been in Koh Lanta or in Thailand?
In Koh Lanta. In Thailand, I came here in 2010.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same as us. Actually, I'm 1 year older, but your Thai is probably 100 years better than mine.
Not sure?
Yeah, I'm sure I can tell you. Yeah. So this is the guest house. And you said it's most of the time it's full, eh?
It's always full in high season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but in low season there is still space.
In low season, there is still space. Contact me if you want to know if you should come to Koh Lanta in low season.
So how can people contact you?
So I have a YouTube channel called Sweet Life Lanta where
Yes.
I do a lot of content about life on Koh Lanta, running
That's
a
how I
business.
know her as well, Sweet Life Lanta. Go and check it out. It's really nice.
And then I also have Instagram, Sweet Life Lanta. I'm less active on Instagram, but when you send me a message, I read it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, Sophia, I'm starting to speak Dutch. By the way, wij zijn beide Nederlands. Hallo. Hallo Holland. Nee, maar okay, so they can contact you through the YouTube, but do you
Yeah.
have a website or Facebook or something
Yeah,
like that as well?
everything Sweet Life Lanta. Website
Okay.
Sweet Life Lanta, Instagram Sweet Life Lanta, and YouTube channel Sweet Life Lanta.
And you have this guest house here at Long Beach, but there is also one in the Old Town, right?
Yeah, we have another guest house in Old Town and an Airbnb, a beautiful wooden house on the water.
Okay.
But yeah, it's always fully booked too.
So no, but you guys are a one-stop shop for Lanta if you're
Yeah.
on time.
And we have a cooking class,
And a
cooking with
cookie.
one.
Yeah, well, I already showed that in the beginning.
Yeah.
So, okay, but let me guys show you a little bit more about the resort here. I will show you also how it looks on the inside, and I will show you why it's called the Green Pepper. So there are 8 rooms in here. And at the moment they're all occupied, but I will show you some footage that Mayan gave me to have an idea how it looks on the inside. And I promised I will show you why it's called the green pepper. Here in the garden they grow the green pepper. You can actually eat them, and normally when you bake them they become the black peppers how we know them, but it's quite peppery. We are here at Thung, Yipeng, and here you can actually organize trips through the mangrove forest. Hello.
Hello, my food.
Good morning. In this village you can do a lot of tours, so you have these long-tail boats that you can rent. They are part of a tour as well, but you can rent them privately, and normally it's around 2,000 baht to go around the mangrove forests. Then here you have the gondolas. So you can see lantagondola.com. You can check out the website, and there you can have like a dinner cruise tour through the mangroves. But let's go and explore the area a little bit. We already did this tour about 10 years ago, so I'm not gonna do it today, but I'm gonna try and find some old pictures and old video. I'm pretty sure I made video there. But anyway, this is just a nice piece of nature to discover. Many of the islands in Thailand have mangrove forests, and it's actually quite funny. I noticed that a lot of islands have a very similar structure. They have all the beaches on one side of the island, the other side of the island is a bit more rugged and nature. And here, for example, the mangrove is all on the west and the beaches are on the east. So let's move on. We are going down south now to Old Lanta Town, and a bit south of Old Lanta Town you will find Baja Taco, and that is a Mexican restaurant which is highly recommended by many of the locals here on the island. So we're going to try out some food there, but most important, this is also where we will find Coke Smith. And Coke Smith is a young man that loves to make scale models of Bangkok, but not just Bangkok how it looks now, but Bangkok from the 1890s, 1850, and he even has a scale model of Ayutthaya. And you guys know I love Bangkok, I love history, so for me this is going to be absolutely something that I'm looking forward to. So let's go and enjoy some Bangkok history right here on Koh Lanta. So we are here at Coke's workshop, and the man is over there. Sawadee Kap, Koen Coke, how are you?
Good, welcome.
Yeah, look at this, guys. So Coke, what is this? What have you been doing in the last couple of years?
So, what I've been doing by hand, using recycled paper and research, I've made a 1/1000 scale model of Bangkok
Yeah.
in 1880. What it used to look like in 1880.
This is absolutely amazing.
So what we see here is the old town, Krung Watanako Sin, the Grand Palace, and bits of Chinatown and so on.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've been trying to make it as period accurate as possible. The heights of all the temples even, I've tried to do to scale.
Yeah.
I'll show you up close something. Stay there. I'll bring it to you. So this is one of my most prized models.
What is this?
This is the Grand Palace.
I should have known that. Eh?
It's for your audience.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is the Grand Palace, what it used to look like.
Yeah.
And a lot of it looks the same today, but the key difference is that my detail is that I try to make the roof colors what it used to look like back in the day.
Okay.
And
okay.
it's really difficult because I have to look at black and white photos
Yeah.
and say, what color was that?
Okay. Yeah. So you used photos and old maps and stuff to.
Exactly, yeah. And so I use old photos, old maps, descriptions, anything I can get, and on top of which Google Earth to get the
Okay.
dimensions accurate. And
Okay.
also the heights of all the things accurate.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you have this scale model of Bangkok, but you told me you have one of Ayutthaya as well,
Yeah.
right?
So in this model, Bangkok is 22 square meters. In total, I have 50 square meters of models of Ayutthaya, what it used to look like, and it's taken me 4 years every day
Yeah.
to make these models, including the research.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a way that we can see this in Bangkok one time, you think?
Oh, I think it has to.
Yes.
I think, yeah, eventually.
I think so too. If anybody is watching this, this has to go to the capital of Thailand, man. I mean, come on, we shouldn't leave it here in Koh Lanta without any disrespect, guys. So you know you have the scale model of Bangkok in the Banjakiti Park, but that is the modern Bangkok. This is the old Bangkok. But I understand that you have some great plans for the future as well, right?
Yeah, I do. So what I want to do is make a modern model of Bangkok, but in a different scale. So this is my model, the Mahanakhon building.
Yeah.
I will make a modern model of Bangkok where the Mahanakhon building is this big, so then I can make almost all of Bangkok.
Yeah.
But I want to make it current, where I'm constantly looking at like, okay, what skyscraper is being built and what will be built, and constantly make it current.
Okay.
Which I think the model in Banjakiti
And for
Park-
that you need a space in Bangkok.
I need a space in Bangkok to,
Yeah.
because what I really want is a model of every single ancient Thai city, what it used to look like, modern Bangkok as well,
Yeah.
and cities around the world too, like Paris back in the day. Paris
Okay,
back in the day, this is
cool.
the Louvre, and I want to be able to eventually have a space where all these cities that I make, people can walk around and just look at them.
Cool.
I'm just there making them.
Nice. Thank you so much for inviting me, because actually Coke already connected with me a couple of years ago.
Well, a year ago, I reckon.
Yeah, and I was thinking if I ever come to Koh Lanta, I'm gonna go and check
Yeah,
this
yeah,
out,
yeah,
because you guys know I like this kind of stuff, right? So I am completely amazed, and I could spend a half a day here or a whole day just go and check it all out. But this is such a cool thing. So let's get this guy to Bangkok. So Godzilla is here in Bangkok. So and this is all made with recycled materials. So these, for example, all old Sangsam bottles. And this is a part of the Ayutthaya map. Yeah, we can only show one map at a time, and it takes a bit of time to construct everything. This is the Grand Palace. Wow. Really cool to see this here in Koh Lanta. And I'm such a Bangkok nerd. And it's really cool to recognize everything. So for example, this is the original state of the Golden Mount. And as Coke already told us, this is the city in 1890. We already filled our bellies with some delicious tacos and great nachos. Try the nachos with cheese. And now it's time to show you another part of the island. Let's go to the old town where you have some nice restaurants and quirky older buildings. And this is where the traditional people live on Koh Lanta. This is the old town of Koh Lanta, and there are a few nice restaurants in here, especially seafood, of course, freshly fished out of the sea. Koh Lanta has two proper villages, so besides the old town that I just showed you, you have Saladan here in the north, and this is where the ferries come from Krabi, from Koh Phi Phi, and from the islands in the south. Here you will also arrive, when you arrive with the island, with the minivan. They will go first through Saladan, and Saladan has a very nice night market which you can try out. But this video is mainly about the beaches, so let's continue and I will show you the last two remaining beaches that I haven't showed you yet. This is the public park that you find at Long Beach, and let me show you why they call this Long Beach. It's because it is the longest beach on the island, and there are plenty of resorts. Even though it's the longest beach, it doesn't mean it is the busiest beach. That will definitely be Khlong Dao, where we are staying. Unfortunately, we only have time to give you a snippet of every beach. This is just too long to go and visit it all, and we only have 3 days. Yeah, this is beautiful. So we are almost at our last beach of this video. We are now going to Khlong, and there we're gonna have a sunset and a dinner with our friends Mayan and Mon and their kids. The sunsets on Koh Lanta are quite epic. For a special sunset, you can come here to the Khlong Beach, to the Davy Ale Cafe, and look at this sunset. And they make their own beers here. This was recommended by Mayan and Mon. Sawadee krap. Wow. You know, it's always good to listen to the locals. They always have good tips. By the way, the islands that you see there in the distance, that is Koh Phi Phi. That's where you have Maya Bay. Yeah, absolutely amazing sunset. And because of this sunset, I wanted to end this video about Koh Lanta here on this beach. Absolutely stunning. So I hope you enjoyed this update regarding Koh Lanta Island. I hope you enjoyed the people that I introduced you. I think some interesting people, Mon, Mayan and Coke, and of course the island itself, all the beaches, all 14 of them, but I think I showed you only 9. Anyway, if you enjoyed this update, feel free to subscribe, drop me a line, and see you guys in my next video.